conceal. I just wanna fuck, smoke, and chill. I just wanna fuck, smoke, chill.
Alright, what is up, you guys? So real quick, I'm just going to show you everything that I'm using. Pretty much everything that you see right now on the screen is what I'm going to use throughout this video. Everything was under $5, literally, except for the hair. The hair was $70, okay? Everything that I'm touching and putting out, all of that stuff was under $5. First thing I'm using is this Spandex Dome Wig Cap. I didn't like the way it fit on my mannequin head, so I had took a t-shirt and just stuffed it under it, as you see here. Going straight into it, I'm using this hair from Janet's Collections. It's a temple to temple 613 hair. Is inches 10, 12, 14. It came with a little glue, but in the end I did not like it. As you see, like I said, the frontal is temple to temple. It's a 13 by 4. And yes, I'm speeding through this video because it's very, very long, so I don't want to drag you all through all the pain. But this is the hair, that's the glue that it came in. And the colors that I'm using for this watercolor method is soft lavender, this turquoise blue by Living Colors, and pink blush, that's by Adore. Okay, I'm just using some lukewarm water from the faucet, so I don't know if the water has to be hot or if it needs to be hot or whatever the case may be, but my water was just sink hot. So it worked for me and my fingers. So I'm just stirring up my colors, doing whatever color I want. You can do whatever you want with your colors. Heads up, this is not a tutorial. This is just me practicing and going through all of this because this is my very first time working with a actual frontal, excuse me. So I kind of just wanted to do what I can, and it's my first time actually dealing with a watercolor method. So everything in this video is not a tutorial. It's just me showing you guys how I did what I did. So if you want to follow it, you can. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the description box. In the comment section below, because this process took me 2 days because I started late and finished early in the morning. For some reason, I had the idea to combine all 3 of my bundles and put them in the water, but it wasn't a complete fail. It worked, but in some other cases it didn't work. But you're gonna see, I had just separated the bundles and just re-dipped everything. I dipped the hair like 20 million times, so yeah, I tried to get all that color and all that goodness on the bundles, but you're gonna see. And also, while I was doing this method, my hands did have dye in them. I didn't have any gloves and I didn't want to go to the store and get none, so I just dealt with the color. But it washed off like literally hours later, so it was really no big deal. And as you see, I did do the frontal the same exact way as I did the regular bundles, and that frontal came out kind of perfect. I apologize in advance for any noises that you all may hear in the background. It is not me, but bear with me. So this is what the bundles are looking like. They look really, really good to my standards. The person who I followed was Beauty by Day on YouTube. I followed her tutorial because she did it perfect compared to what I did. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I was just following her video. But like I said, this is my very first time even attempting to do something like this. So I felt like I did a pretty good job compared to how she did it, even though she's like a fucking professional and I'm just like amateur. So, you know, I just followed her methods. The only thing she pretty much showed, well, pretty much what she showed in her videos was pull the frontal tight around the very, very edge of the wig cap and sew it on. You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. If you all like have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section. But if you want to like go to her YouTube page and follow how she did it exactly, please do it. Because like I said, I'm not showing you a tutorial. This is just how I'm doing it and from what I remembered. Like I said, she explained it way better in her video. Way better than I could. I'm just using this C-shaped needle and just some regular thread just to sew right behind that hairline, the back of that hairline. Please do not sew through the elastic band, because if you sew through that elastic band, you're gonna lose like your stretch, your elasticity, if that's what I'm trying to say. And when cutting off that lace, do not cut all the way to your threads. I'd say leave about 1/4 of an inch of lace there, just so that if you were to tug or pull on your lace or anything, it won't slip through. Like I said, everything in this video is sped up because the video is about 30 minutes long, and I hate for it to be this long, but like I said, this is my very first time attempting to do something like this, so I did want to bring you all on this journey. Like I said, you can skip through, you can zoom through, do whatever you need to do. If you want timestamps, I can leave timestamps, but I don't know, like, what would I say on these timestamps. When cutting your cap, make sure that you cut the circle part. Well, it's not a circle, but the square part. And make sure you, like the same way with the lace, make sure you leave about 1/4 of an inch of that cap under it, just so that if you were to pull on it, it wouldn't, come out. And that's what that's looking like. Now, when sewing on your tracks, from which I remembered her saying in her video, she double wefted hers, so I double wefted mine. I took my needle and I went through the wefts and knotted it, and then I went through the edge, the very edge of the dome cap. And again, I did not go through that elastic band. I went just through the cap piece. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And I did sew on top of that lace to like give that lace an extra security so that it won't like come up or anything. You know, I'm just doing the precautionary steps. And like I said, the rest of this video is fast forwarded, so I just zoomed on through. And you can sew down your tracks on however you want to sew down your tracks. I didn't really know like what the perfect pattern to do it, so I just sewed down how I figured it should go. So if you have like a better way of sewing down your tracks, you can do it that way. Do what works best for you. Alright, going into this ball cap method, y'all, I feel like I aced this on my very first try. I had took my Beige Stocking Cap, and it blended in with my skin perfect. When I tell y'all this blended in with my skin perfect, it really did. Like, I feel like my skin tone is a beige, so everybody who sees me in real life says my skin is a beige or a caramel or whatever. But I took my Noxema wipes and I just wiped my forehead, and I used my Murray's Edge Control and made like a center part, and I just slicked everything down in the front. You use what works best for your hair. I just used what I had on hand because I didn't feel like going to the store and getting nothing else. I'm using my Got to Be Glued freezing spray to hold that down. I did about 5 layers of that, but in the end it still came up, so I don't know. I gotta find something else that'll work for my hair, because like I said, I did do 5 layers and I dried the cap in between, but in the end it still came up, but it's okay. It's just practice. Then when I was done, I just went ahead and cut the excess cap off. Y'all, in the end, I really did enjoy making this wig. But I'm just sitting here fitting it on my head and then trying to determine where I wanted my lace to lay, I guess, or the edges to lay. When I fitted this lace, it was like the back of my hair was still sticking out. I didn't really care about it though, because for one, it was gonna be covered up, and for two, like the nape of my neck, my hairline in the back is not perfectly straight, and I really didn't know what to do about it. I was just gonna slick it up, but then yeah, it would have been a waste of gel and all of that stuff. But when I was using the glue that came in the pack of the hair, for some reason that stuff was coming off blue. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but as I was putting it on and spreading it across my forehead, it was blue. And when I tell you guys, when I took it off, it left the whole blue streak across my forehead. I don't know if that brand of glue was the best or if it was the cheap kind, but I'm not getting that no more. I'm going to get the actual Ghost Bond glue. So hopefully when I do reapply this wig, I won't be left with a blue streak across my forehead. But I did apply the lace, even though some of it got through the lace. Some of the glue had got through the lace and onto the hair, but I dealt with it. And I let it dry for about, I want to say about 30-40 minutes, because I got distracted, and as you see, I got real happy with it. But when I came back, I did cut the edges, and I was really satisfied with it. And then I began, quote unquote, gluing down my lace.
You gotta straighten it. Cause baby,
for here on out, thing I did with it, I just straightened it and I curled it, and then I took the curls out because I didn't like the curls. So yeah, I hope you all did enjoy this very long video. Again, if you skip through, do your thing, but I'm not even mad at you. I did want to bring you guys onto this journey. Like I said, I'm gonna be going on a lot of journeys throughout my life, so trying new things. But like I said, if you guys did like this video, go ahead, give it a like, comment down below your tips and tricks, and make sure you subscribe to the Love Squad, because our family is growing day by day. Love you. Okay, y'all, so I just completed a wig about an hour ago. Okay, yeah, I just completed the wig about an hour ago. For one thing, don't get me wrong, I like the hair and everything. It's just the lace. The glue that came in the pack is not really sticking to my skin, because I had to use some bobby pins to pin down the sides because they're lifting. I don't know if I did something wrong or whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna get some more lace glue to glue this down. And like, my forehead is super fucking sticky, so I'm gonna excuse me. So I'm gonna actually take this wig off, because the only part that's like really stuck down is like in this area, and that's really it. And I'm gonna wash the lace with all the glue and all the got to be. So and probably style this hair on the mannequin and not actually on my head, because it was giving me a hard time trying to straighten this on my head. So I'm gonna take this off. I'm not trashing it, I'm not banning it, I mean, I'm not disowning it, none of that crazy shit, you know. I just gotta redo it, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna try to put some looks into it, and probably redo the lace part with like actual lace glue, because like I said, the one that they gave me in that pack, it wasn't really all that. Like, it stuck for like a minute, but I guess I was sweating too much, so it started to come apart. So